Yo, what's good? It's your man 100 Grand Russ with The Rock Never Stops. Victor Wembanyama is about to make his Summer League debut. But that, unfortunately, is not the headliner for this weekend. International pop star Brittany Spears apparently had a run-in with the 7'5" rookie phenom. In Las Vegas, Victor Wembanyama has been walking around with security. Granted, understanding that he is the star of the show of Las Vegas for this weekend. There are thousands of people, and I mean, let's be clear, thousands, if not tens of thousands, of people who have flocked to the Las Vegas Summer League, really to anticipate this young athlete, to see him perform. And then this young man decides to go out to dinner. And of course, when you go out to dinner and you're a superstar, especially 7-foot plus superstar, where it's harder to hide, you can't just put on shades. You can't just put on a hat. You stand out. And so it made sense that he would have a team of security around him to keep fans from grabbing and groping and pulling and tugging. And somehow, as he is leaving or going through this restaurant, Brittany Spears sees him and decides she wants his attention. Now, if you watch the video on TMZ, you begin to see that Brittany Spears is pursuing Victor Wembanyama, who clearly has no idea that she is following him. You hear her calling out to him. Now, granted, it's kind of weird because she's calling out to him in a British accent. I'm pretty sure she's not British. But hey, it is what it is. And she's pursuing him at haste. At haste. This was not like somebody's 2 feet from you and you just take a step towards him. She is pursuing him along with other fans. And Victor Wembanyama has security around him. Now, here's the thing. Most of us understand personal space and boundaries. Most of us, the general public understands this. And even more so, the general public understands that if you see somebody walking and they have security around them, you are even more aware of personal space and boundaries. Matter of fact, the presence of security is an indication that this individual's personal space is going to be reinforced. Brittany Spears, of all people, should be aware of this. She has been a celebrity, I want to say it has to be at least, 25 years now. She has been walking around with security. She's probably had people get through her security. And those types of scares, popping up where they shouldn't have, grabbing her at the wrong moment, right? Trying to grope or trying to somehow access her personhood without her acknowledgement or without her consent. And she has had security around her probably for the majority of her lifetime. And yet, and I'm going to pull it out, somewhere in her privilege, somewhere in her Barbecue Becky, Susan, we all know all the monikers and all the slang that we use to identify white women who have attempted to engage with black people within their privilege so that they can get their way, achieve what they want, regardless of the impact on the person of color. Now, some of y'all might be like, what does this have to do with race? What does this do with... Well, for those of us who live in it every single day, this is just a regular Tuesday. This is a Thursday. That somehow people think they can encroach upon your space, treat you and behave with you in ways that they generally wouldn't with anybody else, but somehow with you, they feel justified. Usually it's because they somehow see you unconsciously. This is where we get into implicit bias training and things like that. Unconsciously, they don't see you as themselves. They don't engage with you as they would want to be engaged. And so, in this moment, Brittany Spears decides not only to chase, pursue, calling out to this star, young athlete, with no invitation, no level of acknowledgement to say you can step into my space, touch me, grab me, tap me, poke me, get my attention. Obviously, I'm not stopping for you as you're calling out to me. I'm not signing autographs. This is not a press conference. I'm not doing the media thing. I'm going out to get food. And I have security around me to maintain my space. You decide, Brittany Spears, that you are going to get through the security that is surrounding him. Bypass them. Not ask and say, hey, my name is Brittany Spears. I don't know if you've heard of me. I would love to get a photo or get an autograph of Victor Wembanyama, if that's okay. You didn't send your publicist or your people to talk to his people. You didn't announce yourself to say, hey, maybe I can leverage my celebrityness in order to gain, access to another celebrity in a way where the average person is not allowed access. And she reaches out and attempts to tap him, grab him on the shoulder to get his attention. And the security, without looking back, and you can watch the TMZ video, it's very clear. When she reaches out, security sees a hand move past him to hit or touch or grab his client, whom he is paid to protect and keep hands off of him. And he swipes back without looking at Britney Spears' hand. And in doing so, in his follow through to remove her hand, he's not swinging with a closed fist. He's not trying to hurt anybody, but he is intentionally deflecting her contact from his client. And in doing so, in his follow through, it looks like he brushes up against her face or her head or somehow, and she gets hit. Now, at this point, she throws a fit. She throws a tantrum. She gets beside herself because somehow she does not believe that she should ever be denied what she's trying to get and attain. And I get it. When you're a millionaire, there's very few things you can't have access to. When you're a celebrity millionaire, there's even fewer things that you don't have access to. But somehow in this moment, she probably felt embarrassed. She probably felt a little bit ashamed that she thought that she should have. And then she got brushed aside as if she was just an average person. Because Lord knows, let a brother walk up behind her. Let a sister walk up behind her, calling out her name, and she's not acknowledging them. She continues to walk away to go get something to eat. Her security team is around her, and they reach out past security, going through the security, ignoring your security to try to grab, poke, tap, and get your attention. Assuming the best, that they are only trying to get your attention. Assuming the best. And your security swipes back at their hand. We wouldn't even be talking about this. This would not even be a thing. Britney Spears, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. You just put yourself on blast. You might have made yourself into a meme. You might go into the long list of Karens and Susans, into the Beckys, and now you're a Brittany. Yo, I'm done with this video, but I had to do it. If you enjoyed the video, this is Ross with The Rock Never Stops. Smash that like button for me, hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. I'm going to get at y'all next time. Summer League is here. I can't wait to cover it. I'm going to get at y'all. Peace.